Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a segment of creating awareness of what domestic abuse may look like. So, this week's topic is going to be about toxic resilience. And I know you guys probably wonder, why does she do all of these videos on toxic stuff? I do that so that maybe if we see some unhealthy patterns that we can apply to our own circumstances, we can begin to change those unhealthy patterns and turn them into something more positive moving forward. So let's get on with this week's segment. I'm going to read from the King James Version, Isaiah 40:31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. So what is toxic resilience? Toxic resilience is when we tolerate or push through stressful situations and not learn from our unhealthy experience or make changes to break that cycle in our relationships. So what could this look like? This can look like us getting into a conflict with our partner and not standing up for ourselves or voicing our opinion and just accepting their wrongful behavior towards us. Toxic resilience is the cousin to people pleasing. And I will admit, I am very guilty of toxic resilience, but because I've learned this unhealthy pattern that I want to change about myself, I am taking the necessary steps to learn how to create new, more positive, healthy patterns that will benefit not just me, but also my partner. So when I share a lot of these videos with you guys, don't think that I'm not also taking into consideration my own traits and trying to correct my own behavior. So again, with the toxic resilience, it's the cousin to people pleasing, meaning we are putting other people's needs before our own for fear of rejection, trauma, or low self-worth. What are some signs of toxic resilience? Now, ironically, I did not find a lot of information on this pertaining to relationships, more so the workplace. So I kind of went with the flow and created my own. So signs of toxic resilience. Have you ever felt like if you didn't persevere in fixing in a relationship issue, that you would let your partner down? Do you have feelings of anxiety when you're around your partner from the pressure of not feeling you are performing well, or that you might upset your partner if you don't agree to fulfill a task in your relationship? Even if it's something that you know it makes you feel uncomfortable with doing. For example, maybe your partner wants to go out for dinner and you're tired, you're exhausted, maybe you worked all day or ran a lot of errands, and instead of voicing your opinion and saying, baby, I'm really tired, I don't want to go out to eat right now, you go ahead and just go along with the program as to not upset them. So you're depriving yourself of being able to rest and get your well-being taken care of so that you can fulfill their need that they wanted. Or maybe you anticipate their call, and not in a positive way. And it upsets you because you tend to disagree a lot with your partner. And to keep the peace and from them antagonizing you for having your own opinion, you shut down and quietly listen to them, but you're not asserting yourself verbally. Have you ever felt a sense of dread in your relationship? Like you can never do anything right for this person? If you feel like you can't do anything right for this person, it may be because they are the wrong person for you. Are you always feeling tired in your relationship, trying to make your partner happy while neglecting your own personal needs and your own emotional needs? Maybe you've noticed that you stop styling your hair, you no longer clean up your house, or you don't do any of the things that you used to love to do before them. So how can we correct or avoid toxic resilience in a relationship? Well, the first thing we can do is trust our instincts. Ask God for discernment. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't right. You know your limits. We know our limits. And when we are going over and beyond to meet our partner's needs or demands, put your fear and your ego away. Don't worry about your partner's views of you raising concerns about feeling mistreated or not equally poured into. A healthy, loving partner will adhere to your concerns and make appropriate adjustments to accommodate both of you in your relationship. Be honest with yourself and real about how you're feeling. If you're feeling overwhelmed and frustrated in your relationship, be transparent with your partner about your emotions. Foster authenticity. You want to be in an environment where you feel safe to share your discomforts with your partner without feeling criticized, and you want them to feel the same way. Also, if you know that you're unable to fulfill an obligation for your partner, you know you don't want this person to maybe gaslight you, devalue you, or minimize your efforts. Don't be afraid to walk away from a bad situation. Not everyone has the capacity to embrace all of your authenticity. And lastly, practice positive processing. This can be positive self-talk. This could also be affirmations and retraining our thought patterns. For example, if you know that you are a person who thinks negatively or has a negative outlook on how things might happen or occur, try to evaluate how you perceive those things in a different way. Maybe talk to a trusted family member or a trusted friend who can give you back constructive criticism on the difference of your point of view versus the understanding of how you're interpreting things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like me on all my social medias, and also make sure you start sharing my videos. I did mention some things like gaslighting, devaluing, minimizing. Make sure you go out and check out my video on what does gaslighting look like. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. Take care.